Hey, Shalom, Makim, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us His truth and that's still teaching His truth, and much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with the 144,000 all the way down to the large multitude that believes and who the Lord will deliver these last days. To you all I say Shalom. I'm the brother Tazamah from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, coming back today with another lesson, and I pray this lesson is edifying to the elect and to the point. And I want to do a quick lesson on this article that you see here on the screen. This is from thegatewaypundit.com, and it reads, it says, Trump issues fiery ultimatum to Hamas. All hell will break out in the Middle East if hostages aren't released before inauguration. All right, now, the inauguration is going to be on January, the 20th? And what's today's date? Today's date is the 9th, I believe it is, 8th or 9th, something like that. Yeah, I believe it's the 9th of January. You know, let me just pull the calendar. Yeah, it's 8th, excuse me. So it's the 8th of January, and this is what Donald Trump said, that all hell will break out in the Middle East if hostages aren't released before inauguration. You know, so we have going on to about 10 days, almost, a little over 10 days, 12 days or so. All right, before Donald Trump is inaugurated. And according to prophecy, we know that all hell is going to break out in the Middle East eventually. All right, now we are, we do preach, according to the prophecies, that the MOTB, the RFID microchip, has to be, fully mandated before all hell would break loose. But, DJ Trump, he does operate, all right, under the guise of the small hats over there in the Middle East, and he does their bidding, okay? And this man, Donald J. Trump, which we believe is Nero coming back in the reincarnation, all right, we believe through the Spirit that he will get things popping off and cracking in 2025. And man, 2025 is already showing that it's going to be an epic year. All right, it says, in a no holds barred press conference at Mar-a-Lago following the certification of his 2024 election victory, President-elect Donald Trump issued a stern warning to Hamas, demanding the immediate release of hostages held in the Gaza Strip. Now, mind you, I know I was listening to Elder Yashawama's video. Here it is, these hostages, they got all this technology. You go through a red light. They got your face in the car. They got all this technology, right? But here it is, they have no clue where these hostages are. But the whole area of Gaza is going to be completely leveled. And the whole area of the Middle East will be completely leveled if some hostages aren't released. But this is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through the Spirit, all right, making Donald Trump say this. All right, this is Proverbs 16:1. It says, the preparations of the heart in man, which that word heart in the Hebrew is la'ah, which means your mind, and the answer of the tongue is of Yahweh. You see? So, when anybody speaks, or if there's anything that's being said, especially from these rulers, these presidents, and these leaders, it's all said by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, speaking through the individual on the right hand side and on the left. Even though they're Edomites, man, the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is still using the Edomites to perform purposes and to say things according to the will of the Lord being done. All right, Proverbs 21:1. Let's get that real quick. Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. You see? So the king's mind, which the king of Babylon, all right, here in the next few days is going to be Donald J. Trump. If we, Yahweh Bashem Al Shah Baratazah, we make it to the 20th, it's going to be Donald J. Trump. Right now, it's still currently Joe Biden, but you clearly see the objective that's at hand, all right, and the things in place to formulate an attack. And America is always on the offensive. Let's just put it out there like that. And if America's not on the offensive of the attack, which they are, they'll use their proxies, all right, which they'll use their proxies in order to formulate a coup in a particular land, all right, to bring forth their interest in that particular region. And that's why the scripture says that Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the nations drunken. Okay? It says, with his signature resolve, Trump made it clear that failure to comply by January 20th, his inauguration day, will result in severe consequences for the region. Now, what does it say in Joel, the 3rd chapter? All right, that the Lord is going to gather the nations together in the valley of Jehoshaphat or Yahweh Shaphat, where he will plead with them. And this is all the purposes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai at the end of the day, to gather all these various different nations to that region of the earth to ultimately judge them. Okay? It says all hell will break out. If they're not back by the time I get in office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. It will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. So pretty much, this man is just the master of disaster. This Esau, man, he's like, man, look, I don't give a damn who's in the region. Everybody gonna get blown the hell up. And that's Esau, man. And that's Revelation, the 6th chapter, man. That red horse that had a great sword in his hand that taketh away peace from the earth. That's him. All hell will break out, Trump warned. Trump added, I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is. They should have given them back a long time ago. They should have never taken them. They should have never committed the attack on October 7th, which all this stuff going on is all still predicated from the whole October 7th ordeal that happened last year, right? People forget, or back in 2023. It says people forget that, but there was, and many people were killed. But how many people have been put to death underneath the guise of the, how many people have been put to death through the guise of the small hats going over there bombing the shit out of the Palestinians, man? You see, and that whole thing was orchestrated. Okay. It says, according to November data, approximately 97 of the 250 hostages are believed to remain captive in Gaza following the events of October 7, 2023. Israeli intelligence assessments suggest that around 50 of these hostages may still be alive, though precise numbers are challenging to confirm due to complex and volatile Though precise numbers are challenging to confirm due to the complex and volatile situation. All right, so, you know, DJ Trump is going to come in, all right, and get busy, man. And like I said, through the spirit, we believe this is the individual, the man that Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai has set up to bring forth more draconian measures, all right, to put forth further hell upon the people. You know, you just heard him yesterday state that he wants to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. You know, he wants to call Canada the 51st state of America. He wants to pretty much make Greenland pretty much a part of America. When I say a part of America, actually establishing a high interest in Greenland. And this is all moving forward to a new system that they're implementing, man. You see, which ultimately could cause a dollar to crash. It could cause disruptions in trade, you know. And this is the writing's on the wall, man. You clearly see what the powers that be got DJ Trump set up to do. He's nothing more than an insider. He's being controlled. Okay, everybody thinks that he's going against the powers that be and all this other kind of madness. No, he's in line, man. He's giving orders. Okay, so let's take a listen to see.
Don't risk losing the photos and videos from your smartphone. This new stick makes backing up your smartphone. Ditch your traditional heating systems and get this instead to warm your house for practically zero cost.
I don't know anyone who delegates better than President Trump. He gives us a lot of authority to speak on his behalf, and he exhorts us to speak emphatically. And emphatically means you better do this, because the alternative.
Yep, and that's the scripture. What's that scripture? His look was more stout than his fellows. Let's get that real quick. I hope another commercial don't pop up since I paused it, but we'll see. Daniel chapter 7, verse I thought it was 25. Hold on, Salakia. Thought I was Daniel 7 and 25. Daniel 7 and 20, Salakia. Okay, this is Daniel chapter 7, verse 20. It says, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, which before whom 3 fell, and this other which came up is talking about America. This is that little horn written about in Revelation, the 17th chapter, as well as in Daniel, the 7th chapter. Or I'm sorry, we are in Daniel 7. But Revelation, the 17th chapter. and before whom three fell, which is the French, the Spanish, and the British. You had the French-American War, the Spanish-American War, and then you had the Revolutionary War, which pretty much established America as a superpower. You know, it was the beginning, I'd rather say, of America becoming a superpower. It says, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, very bold things, whose look was more stout or arrogant than his fellows. You see, because even with these actions that DJ Trump is doing, it's gonna halt, or I'd rather say, it's gonna disrupt relations between particular NATO and EU nations. I was looking up something yesterday in the Club of Rome, you know, and what they want to do, you know, with them establishing a whole world order. It's something that's been in the talks in the news lately. It was something called the North American Union. You know, which is why, you know, you have the Gulf of Mexico being mentioned, the Gulf of America, you know, Canada being mentioned to be the 51st state, you know, Prime Minister Trudeau resigning. All this is set up. All this that we're discussing here is all in plan to implement this NWO. Okay?
Do you think they're waiting for President Trump to take office?
No, I think they heard him loud and clear. Better get done by the inaugural.
But when you say all hell will be
Before
paid,
I
or
take
that all hell must be paid if we don't release the hostages.
You know what that means, don't you?
Well,
do I have to define it for you? All
No, I think
hell
you're not
will
gonna
break out.
telegraph
If
what-
those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East.
Come on, man. Come on, man. All hell will break out in the Middle East. That's what we want. Okay? This is what we've been prophesying for. This is what we've been prophesying about, man. Okay? The least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, that least of the flock is talking about Israel. Who's going to draw it? It's going to draw out America. And here it is. What was it? Turkey pretty much stated, or I'm sorry, let me see if I can find. I don't want to idly speak on this. Let's see. Israel states they will attack Turkey. Man, hold up. Let me do it like this, cause I was listening to it before. Here it go. This is Eldie Ashawama's video, and it says, "What will America do if Turkey goes to war with Israel?" And he was going in on a statement that was made. I gotta pull it up here. It says, "Breaking: Netanyahu appointed Nagel committee." Netanyahu appointed Nagel committee says Israel must prepare for direct war with Turkey. Now, Turkey is a NATO ally, okay? And Israel is an ally of America. So what would America do if Israel makes a direct attack on a NATO ally? Would America have to step in and defend Turkey? Or would America not do anything? Now, we know according to prophecy, all right, that eventually Turkey is going to turn. All right, let me find it. I think it might be Jeremiah 58. Here we go. Here we go. Jeremiah 51:27. It says, "Set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her. Call together," and this her is talking about America, right? "Call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat," which is Turkey, Mene, and Ashkenaz. And Ashkenaz is talking about Germany. Ararat and Mene is pretty much that whole region of Asia Minor, and Ashkenaz is Germany. "Appoint a captain against her," and that main captain is going to be Russia. Okay? "Cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes." And that Medes is talking about who? Russia. And that lines up with Isaiah the 13th chapter. Okay? The captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. "In the land," and this lines up with Ezekiel the 38th chapter, "and the land shall tremble in sorrow. For every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant." That's the Lord's purpose, man. And you see the purposes of Yahweh Bashem Shai getting ready to be played out. Everything is being set up. Okay? That's why there's going to be another military draft. Okay? There's videos of military men, you know, pretty much being fed with being fed like lobster tails and steak and potatoes And the guys that were recording the videos is like, matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that. Let me see if I can pull that. Military men fed lobster tails. They know that they going to war, man. Let me see if I can find it, man. Military fed lobster tails and steak war. Let me see if I can find a that's a good one. Never trust steak and lobster dinner. Here we go. Let's check this out. Look at this. Never trust a steak and lobster meal in the military. We going to war, bruh. Yeah, you are going to war, man. And there's going to be a draft too.
We're so cooked, bro.
You see that? They know. They like, man, look, we getting fed steak and lobster. We done. We're going to war. And when you go over there, when you get drafted to go into the military, if you go over there to the Middle East, your ass ain't coming back. That's going to be your burial ground, man. All those bodies are going to be blown up over there and destroyed and fried. That's what the heathen going to have to clean up. Okay? Going to have to sever out men for continual employment. You see, but yeah, let's look at that again.
We're so cooked, bro.
You see that? He was like, man, look, we cooked. We over getting fed steak and lobster. We done. And we just heard what DJ Trump said. All hell's gonna break loose in the Middle East if the hostages ain't released.
Not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is. And they should have given them back a long time. They should have never taken them. There should have never been the attack of October 7th. People forget that. But there was, and many people are killed. They're no longer hostages. And
it's like what Elder Yashawama said. You know, the blood. Let's say the Bloods killed somebody in L.A. and now the whole city of L.A. got to be destroyed and bombed. You know. But at the end of the day, man, call hello Yahweh Shema Shah for putting things in motion. 2025 and moving forward, we are going to see a lot change. We're going to see a whole lot change, man. All right, so with that, I pray this was edifying to the elect of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rachak. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth, and that's what teaching is truth. Much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say shalom.